My racist soon-to-be sister-in-law made me her maid of honor so that I would pay for everything. She got caught by my brother, and she lied when he confronted her, so he called off the wedding. I should have known something was off when she insisted I be her maid of honor instead of letting my brother pick me as his best woman. We weren't even that close. She'd only been dating him for 8 months when she proposed at a family barbecue. My brother looked shocked, but said yes. I thought it was romantic at the time. 2 weeks after the engagement, she texted me saying we needed to talk about maid of honor duties. I met her at this expensive cafe downtown where everything cost $12 for a latte. She had this whole binder prepared with color-coded tabs and a timeline. Very organized, very intense. She slid a page across the table. Bridesmaid dress options. All of them were $400 to $600 each. I choked on my overpriced coffee. She smiled and said as maid of honor tradition dictates I cover the bridesmaid dresses. 6 girls total. I did the math in my head. At least $2,400. She picked the $485 option. I charged $2,310 to my credit card that same afternoon. I convinced myself it was a one-time thing. My brother was happy. That's what mattered. 3 weeks later, she called about the bachelorette party. She wanted Miami for 4 days. She'd found this amazing yacht rental, hollerin' $800 for 6 hours. Plus bottle service at 2 clubs, $950 and $720. Plus a private villa rental, $2,100 split wasn't bad. But she said since I didn't chip in for dresses, it was only fair I cover the full villa cost to make it even. I was in too deep to say no. Another $3,200 gone from my savings. I work as a teacher. This was eating my emergency fund alive. The breaking point came during a dress fitting. She asked me to stay after everyone left. Said she had a favor to ask. Her wedding dress needed custom alterations because the designer sample didn't fit right. The shop quoted her $890. She looked at me with these puppy dog eyes and said, "You've been such an amazing maid of honor. I know this is a lot, but could you help me out one more time?" I felt sick. I'd already spent $6,110, but I heard myself saying I'd think about it. That weekend, I was helping my brother move furniture into their new apartment. He was talking about how independent Tiffany was, how she insisted on paying for her half of everything to prove to people she wasn't marrying him for money. He mentioned she'd even covered all her bridesmaid expenses out of pocket. My stomach dropped. I asked him what he meant. He said Tiffany told him her parents gave her $15,000 for her side of the wedding. Dresses, bachelorette party, her dress alterations, all covered. She didn't want his money. I felt my face get hot. I told him that wasn't true. I'd paid for everything. Every single thing. He went pale. Set down the box he was holding. Asked me to repeat that. I showed him my credit card statement right there. $2,110 for bridesmaid dresses on March 3rd. $3,200 for the Miami villa on March 18th. He stared at my phone screen for a full 30 seconds. He called her immediately. Put it on speaker. She answered all cheerful. "Hey babe, what's up?" He asked her point blank if she'd told him her parents covered the bridesmaid expenses. She said yes, of course they did. Why? He said because your maid of honor just showed me $6,110 in charges she paid. There was silence. Then she laughed. This weird, forced laugh. She said I was lying. That I was trying to break them up because I'd always been jealous of their relationship. Said I'd been acting strange for weeks. My brother's voice went cold. He said, "Prove it then. Show me the deposit from your parents." She started talking faster. Said I was being manipulative. That I'd always been dramatic and played the victim. Then she said something that made the room freeze. She said maybe if I acted more like their family instead of always playing the outsider card, this wouldn't even be an issue. My brother asked what she meant by outsider. The phone went quiet. She stammered. Said she meant